loo, 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 loo. When I feel down, nowhere to go, be my inspiration. And when I feel down, nothing down. Hello, Michael Jackson. So nice to see you today. Excuse me as I adjust my seating position. You may hear my chair. How has my desk become so cluttered again? I swear I just cleaned this thing. Oof. All these sketchbooks and reading books and pens. Somebody ought to organize this place. Hello. How are we doing, lovely folks? Let me turn this off for now. I don't want to pick up the jellyfish too early. They get heavy after a little while. My little wrists. How was our days today? I think I had a rather lovely day. Ate some good food. I made some little pizzas and some chicken wings. Gonna have more chicken wings tomorrow, I reckon. Or drumsticks or both. Been a tasty couple days. Ooh, you are early. Well, any later, or is it not past your bedtime? Any later, and you'll be getting fined for being out past curfew or something. Gotta take a few breaths. Think of what I want to talk about. Get into speaking mode. Talked a lot yesterday. Feel like I haven't been talking a lot lately. Which, for me, often means I'm still talking a lot for an average person, but for myself, a lesser degree. Always a chatterbox, even in my less social moments. I think that's why some people are averse to me. Bit of a talkie jockey. Talkies. Hello Brady. Hi. Hello Thena. Thank you for the roses. Wow. I saw you gave 123 coins. Is that your total coinage? Or is that how much you gave in the last stream? Let's go. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you. And then I remembered that I have to initiate the live. Otherwise I would have been live sooner. How late am I? Didn't notify me. I've been live for 4 minutes and 51 seconds. So pretty late. I've just been here warming up the old talk box. Oh. That's the strat. The top of this little lamp can block my moves. Has that term gotten old yet? yesterday because the hat mustache is 99. Excellent, I see. Nice mustache. How are all my settings? Has TikTok committed any tomfoolery once again? Can you hear me just fine over the music? One of these? Perhaps one of these? Platano? Encourage your viewers to share your live. Remember to share and follow and like. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. It's so nice to see you again. It was a good day today. Got a little bit of chores done. Took a little 30-minute nap. And I played some video games. Been playing Helldivers 2 lately with my baby brother. Very fun. And with Pixie Lee. Enjoyment. Jocund. How are you doing? How was your day? Oops, sorry, I'm dropping things. That was my medicine. Have you seen the new Wolverine game? Yeah, a little bit. I saw that, what was it? Is it State of Play? That's the Sony, game thingy. I saw most of it. I saw that. I have a hard time getting excited for video games these days. Obviously, I hope it's cool. I think Wolverine is a cool character. I have like so many video games that I feel like I'd rather play than risk spending my money. I'm a bit of a broke boy, you see. I cannot front with you. My pockets are not lined to the gills, as they would say. Do you catch my drift? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? Are you walking my dog? Are you reading my mail? What do you think? It's alright, me too, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm warming up the talk box. My conversational skills, as you can see, need a little bit of warming up. Gosh. Other games I saw the God of War. That's cool. Where's my hand is still a little raw from tracing it yesterday. Just as a little, yeah, just so you know, little indication of how soft and supple my skin is. It's like that all over. Girlfriends of days gone would touch on my shoulders lots. And like, I'd have to ask them to stop because my shoulder hurts. Because my little skin and some muscles covered by the softest, babiest skin you've ever seen. I don't know. Just always been like that. Very sensitive. Grating things were overstimulating. I remember being a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, having my sensitive skin and being so upset that a damp cloth was being used on it and rubbing me raw, but not having the words to express it. Just kind of fighting. Being a child is so ridiculous, is it not? I feel as though I'm a child now. I feel as though you are a little one. We all are. Just big kids. Just big kids. This shit not pressure. Pressure gets tough. Yeah. Am I not hard enough for you? Am I not going balls to the walls enough? To the moon? Am I not litty enough? My apologies. If you can't handle the pressure, get out of the cooker. ATM, thank you for the follow. Avi, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. The both of you. Your presence are appreciated here. Presences. Hello, love the brush on hand. It's rare and OG, but never misses excellent to hear. Yeah, yesterday I just started doing this and I had my dip pen with the nib and I nearly poked my eye out being a little ADHD fiddler. So I retired that for now, but in truth, I don't even know where my dipping pen and nib are at the moment. So if I wanted to, I couldn't use them. Can you see the brush all right? Should I use that? Don't know either. Just super chill on the rag or you smoke, but it's still cool in general. What are you saying? I can't remember if you're responding to something. You don't know if I smoke or if I'm just chill? Is that what you're saying? You fuck with your twin. I'm out this hoe. Farewell out of the hoe. Enjoy your future happenings. Thank you for your visit. Cooper, thank you for the follow. Freaky Bob 505, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Oh, I didn't even mean to blow kisses. I meant to click my tongue. I feel awfully tired today. Awfully so. Took a little tumultuous 25, 30 minute, perhaps 40-minute nap, who knows where the time goes. I was awoken from my slumber, and it was the classic thing of just like putting my head up. If you know who Lemmy is, the famous picture of the dude looking up from bed all tweaked out, that was me. Flashbang, the lights, ears ringing, drool everywhere, dry lips, dry mouth, dry legs, everything, burning, cold, just a little bit tired today. Shrimpy, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. I like this. How's that view? I guess this kind of is just the best view from right up front, huh? On God, you seem chill. Thank you. You seem quite chill yourself. Thank you for the heart, Cooper. You're strong, you're wise, you are loved. Your hearts are appreciated. Did I say you are strong, you are wise, and you are loved to Shrimpy? Thank you for the follow. Must have been a long 30 minutes, the longest of my life. shortest of my life. I felt no rest from it. No more restful for having napped. The classic, is it not? Gotta get back into my 30-minute naps. For a time, they were very helpful. And I was able to put my head on the pillow, pass out, dream even, and then wake up and go about my day. How do your hands not get tired? They do, and they are. I'll probably switch to my using my left hand, because yesterday I was tracing my hand and it's just so raw and overstimulating, but it's like mesmerizing. But maybe I'll just have to think of another stim for today. We'll see. I swear this guy knows the secrets of the universe. Me? Who, me? Couldn't be. Couldn't be. I was about to say you're putting work in my hands. I would be limp by now. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I am not a limp fellow. My incredible hand strength and dexterity can withstand hours on hours of paint brushing. Gaze upon me with awe, and remember to like and follow. Your presence is appreciated. It's so nice to see so many returning faces. What a lovely feeling. Isn't it so nice to just hang out in an environment you know will be chill? I love that. I've been having a hard time watching any streams. I've always had a hard time watching streams. Very picky. I'm surprised at people who can scroll through more than a couple streams. I can only watch like one streamer at a time. Like obviously I don't mean like having several monitors open. I mean, like, if I'm watching streams, it's only one person. I can't keep up with so many streams. But people just scroll on TikTok watching live streams, huh? I tried it a little when I started streaming a couple months ago. For a couple weeks I was getting into people's streams so I can shape my algorithm to show me more art, more fellow artists, because I've spent a long time away. Oh, I need to remember to read you fellows. Gotta know I'm zoned in. Stay tuned for more secrets of the universe from yours truly. How are you today, Moobs man? I think I'm quite well. I don't know. No name. How are you doing? So you can see I've got the hair down, but I've also adjusted the light, so it should be a little more clear that I'm a male presenting chest, not a lovely lady's chest. Raina, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Should I eat chicken parmigiana or breakfast food tonight? What kind of breakfast food? Are we talking pancakes and sausage? French toast and bacon? Do you consider bacon a breakfast food? I'm not really with it. Is this side too light to see on my hand? do you prefer the blunt end, or do you prefer the brush? Oh, I switched hands to my raw hand. I'm a little ADHD today. It's fun scrolling on lives and you strike gold like this one. That's a good point. I found some cool lives. Even had one of the people I followed come check me out while I was doing art. That was very cool. The sense of community is lovely. It's lovely to feel that. Especially depending on how you live, I feel quite isolated. I always have been. Streaming was always a good escape for me. A good help. In many ways. Excuse me, I gotta keep up with you folks. The live is soothing my brain. Excellent. Streamed. Mistype. I like your necklace. Thank you. I like your necklace. Oh, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart, no name. Thank you. Here's one for you. Here you are. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, then pancakes and sausage on a stick. Yes. I'm making my mouth water. Delectable. Sounds gas. What is he doing? Me? I don't know. Entertaining. What are you doing? What type of artist are you? Traditional artist? I use a lot of inks. I used to only draw in pencil, but that was more of a cost constraint thing. Horror artist, I reckon. Horror. This is nice. I like this. Brush side is better, I agree. Nari, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Stream your day. You first. The chicken parmigiana. Yeah. Yeah, you're making me hungry. Palm right now and breakfast early tomorrow. I like the face brushes, so do I. Could do that. Got my stepdaughter's 4K graduation in the morning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. VIC Toria. Thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you are loved. Why is the brush so satisfying? I don't know. It makes me feel like a piece of art. It makes me feel real pretty, like, hey. Do you love some good pencil and paper? Yeah. These days, not so much for me. I've been trying to use some pencil to plan out drawings. I tend to just go right in with ink immediately. Oh. Let me move it a little closer. I tend to just go right in with ink immediately and kind of just deal with all the mistakes along the way. In whatever medium you're using and whatever amount of planning you do, you'll make your mistakes, and the fun for me is that I'm able to see pretty well all of my mistakes, I imagine. because I spend the most time with the piece. And it's very nice when I'm showing somebody and they can't see it. And I've been practicing not pointing out every mistake every time I show people stuff. Bard Nasson. Hello. So lovely to see you again. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, Kimberly, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Thank you to all the lovely, beautiful, gorgeous people following and viewing me. We've gained 10 followers in 26 minutes. Gosh, golly, you really know how to make a gal feel special. Hi, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Getting a big cone of ice cream with all her grandparents to celebrate. That's so sweet. Congratulations. Live it up. Enjoy the moments. Yes. Where are you from? West Coast. Doing great now that I'm live. Oh, me as well. I feel it was a fairly good day, but being here always elevates it. Sleeping good tonight. Yes. Sweet dreaming. Unplanned is fun. Need to work on the self-criticism. Yeah. Because I am truly the worst artist that has ever done it. But also, I'm the shit. I'm badass. I've been doing this my whole life. Who else can do it like me? Nobody. Does your mind work like that as well? I take it you're an artist. Do you post? I always love to follow artists. Chloe, kind, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Voice cracks. See what song she's singing. She's nervous, and I said, voice cracking. I'm rather famous for my voice cracks. When I was streaming on Twitch, every single one of my voice cracks was clipped by a good friend of mine. It made into a compilation. Hello, weirdo. Thank you for the follow. You're strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Oh, thank you, Sophie. You're strong, you are wise, and you are loved. My friend, Dreamy Esther, how are you doing, my friend? How are you? Love to be mutual? That's cool. I'll have a look. Thought someone was doing ASMR on you. Oh, yeah, my beautiful assistant off camera. Don't think I have enough courage or enough passion to make a living out of art. That's okay. Unless you want that, in that case, that attitude will not work. But if you don't feel, what do you feel when you said that to me right now? Because if I said that to someone, I feel it right now. I feel like I'm on fire. I feel it welling up, like there's a little ember, and I feel it behind my eyes. I feel dysregulated. Art? What else am I supposed to do if not art? I put an effort, you know. And I haven't given up on other pursuits. But the way they go is that I work my little ass off as hard as I can, and I bring home just enough. And it's less than ideal, and it's not the life that can sustain us. So currently, I've been wrestling with that idea. What do I do if not art? And I thought that very thing to myself. Do I have the passion? Yes. I'm truly addicted to art and creating. I have been doing this my entire life. 23 years of my life. I started when I was 2 years old. I'm an artist before anything else. Chronologically, that is. But now, as I grow older, my identity has so many titles. Which ones are me? Which ones do I claim as my own? What can I do without in emergency scenarios? If art was never to make me money, could I live with that? I've been wrestling with this. I was drawing on stream before I started doing ASMR. I had lovely folks, more than ever. More than I was used to on Twitch. Which is to say, a good stream would have 15 people at one time. Incredible. But these days, there's a lot more of you lovely, beautiful people. And it makes me feel different. I don't know if I say it makes me feel different. It made this real. That if in the state I am currently, as a total amateur ASMR artist and a passionate artist, and the person that I am today, if I can attract so many beautiful, pleasant people, perhaps it can be done. Oh, I should catch up with you. Let's see what you have to say. You're good, Jester. So nice to see you. So nice to hear that. I love you. I miss you dearly. It's okay. I don't think art always needs to be something profitable as long as it makes you happy. My thoughts precisely. I think if that's what you want and that's what you're ready for, I think you can do it. If you feel that burning, you can do it. It feels like I'm kind of also just waiting for I'm waiting for a sign. I'm waiting for it to come to me. I'm waiting for stuff to be figured out. Which is not to say I'm not active. This is my action. I get on here and I meet lovely people and I tell you about my art. And some people have already asked me where they can purchase my art. People are interested in what I have to say. How beautiful. How cool is that? You are so lovely, and I appreciate you. I was reading, catching up. Made you feel sad. Yeah, I imagine. I think that if that makes you feel sad, then the passion is there, and you can do it, and it can be achieved. And I think that it's not easy, and I think that getting online and streaming art is not necessarily the way. Because, well, unless you consider this art, which I suppose I think it is. Just gift of gab, things like that. And let me, what was I tracing? I'm so distracted. But yeah, I think that's the eternal question as an artist. And as long as, as long as you're patient and passionate, and as long as you're doing what you gotta do, it'll come. Thank you for sharing the live, Dreaming Jester. Thank you for sharing the live, lovely folks. Thank you, thank you. Art is a sequence of your mind. It's the same paint and brush. It's the user who puts imagery in it. Exactly. It is so beautiful seeing the different minds creating. I love it. I like peeking into your brains. I like viewing yourself in your art. That's so beautiful, isn't it? I just look and I look and I look and I look. Oopsie. 11 o'clock. Doesn't mean nothing. Okay. Just different when you're pursuing it. Like me coaching baseball. How is that going? Sitting at a pond right now listening to you and frogs. Ooh. You don't want to walk back home. Sleep in the pond. Ooh, my cat is going ham. That sounds so beautiful, and I'm jealous. When I lived on the res, all the ditches were full of froggies. What beautiful noises they make. And crickets in the forest. We were right nestled into the forest. Have the bears come in and muck about our yard, and have the little dogs chase them into the trees. Nostalgic memories. Gosh, I'm so jealous of you right now. It sounds like you should be streaming. That is a superb vibe. Are you inspired by Bob Ross? I love Bob Ross. I'm inspired by Bob Ross's attitude. I do not make art like Bob Ross. My art usually comes from my brain. It just is in the region of fantasy and horror. Glad you're live again. I missed you. I missed you as well. Glad you're here. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved, Peyton. Thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Hello, Zach. So nice to see you. You remember being my right arm. Yes, I miss you dearly. Gosh, how high up am I? Was this ages ago? I'm sorry, I was monologuing for so long. Is your live more active than usual? Yeah, the plan is kind of just to, wait, is my live more active? Like comments? Yeah, I suppose so. We have a lot of regulars coming in. People who are becoming regulars, that is. And a lot of talkative, lovely newcomers. It's definitely a big topic. I think I would struggle with it if it wasn't my main focus. Paintbrushes low-key feel satisfying. I agree. I agree. This is like I have to fight the urge to do this while I'm actually using my brush. I've definitely drawn on my face before. Lars on Mars, Dino Bro, and Gavin, thank you for the follows. You are all strong, you are wise, and you are loved. This is definitely also art. It's a therapeutic time for me. That's good to hear. Time to turn that off for good. Oh my, yeah, my alarm. Cause I'm catching up now. I'm a little, I read quite slow. I like to take my time, but also just takes energy to digest. Takes energy. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful yourself, Maddie. How are you doing? I like your positive energy, and spaces like that are always important to have when times are low. I agree. I agree. This is very helpful to me. It's been a tumultuous time. But what time isn't? Oh, excuse me, I'm adjusting a little. Sorry for your ears. Sorry. What time isn't? Are you on Twitch? Yes. Same name. Sweet Bard. The plan is to set up multi-streaming. So I'll stream from here and on Twitch. Like watching your lives while I'm cleaning. It's very calming. That's good to hear. Lives while cleaning are very lovely. Very lovely. Or I like educational videos, learning lots of hip-hop history and learning about hoteps, learning all sorts of interesting things. I want to find some books to read. Your toon art caught my eye. How do you make such funny, joyful characters look scary, so subtle? The Looney Tunes, those are just straight from the cartoon. They struck me like that as a kid. The image of Sylvester the cat fighting his urge to eat Tweety Bird. Poor little bird. Fighting his addiction was so jarring for baby Sweet. I remember being very tiny and the image of Sylvester's bloodshot eyes and him changing positions in bed, and it's just so starkly lit. It's so dramatic. It's certainly formed like a part of my artistry. Certainly. But also, I'm a horror artist through and through. Everything I make is touched by it, even when I'm making cutesy things. I've been practicing drawing critters, drawing cute little guys. G, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Like watching your lives. Alejandro, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. I hate, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Phone's at 2%. Have a beautiful night yourself. Enjoy your time phoneless. Have a beautiful night. So nice to see you. Is your voice always this calming? No. I think. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I've been whistling a lot. Like a lot. I've been practicing. I don't know what to call it. I've been practicing doing this. Was that heinously loud? Was that just the loudest thing possible? Sorry, that was my ADHD getting the better of me. Wake up, everybody. Time to whistle. Not really excellent. Yeah, I've just been whistling a lot, playing my harmonica. Purchased it in December, and I've been practicing a couple minutes mostly every day. Right now, I'm just practicing Soldier Boy, oh my little soldier boy. Been practicing that. Super loud. Woke you up. Wake up. Practicing being irritating. Yes. Not that I need very much practice, but a seasoned professional like me has to stay on top of his game. On top of the game. How can I make it up to you? How can I make this up to you? This loud noise that I've just committed. This assault on your poor, delicate little eardrums. Tell it me, and it shall be done. Oopsie. Are you guys able to plug your nostrils with your lips? Positive affirmations would be nice. Finn, you are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. You are a mountain. All that lay before you will crumble. Your foes will fall. Negativity will roll off of your back. Those who wish to harm you will fail. For what can people do to hurt a mountain? You are a mountain, 1,000 kilometers high, stalwart, strong. You will outlast what tumultuous happenings grip you. What will come, will come. One way or another, things will work out. How they will work out, who can say? Who can say? But you are strong enough to deal with it. Camera brushing, positive affirmations. Did I thank Jay for the follow? You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. KMH, thank you for the follow. Toothpick, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Wised. Celia, thank you for sharing the live. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Thank you, lovely folks, for following and liking. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your ears and your eyes. Thank you for being here with me. One moment. Thank you to Finn for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Kirby and Celia, thank you for the follows. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. We have so many beautiful faces here. Thank you to the 46 lovely folks watching right now and our 27 new followers. You are so lovely and you make my day every time I go live. I close the live and me and Pixie immediately get to talking. talking about how lovely it was to converse, to go live, to, would you call this a performance? To speak? Speaking is a performance. I'm a storyteller. You look like you'd be in an old Disney movie, yeah? What an interest. Which one would I be in? You're not thinking of like Pocahontas or something, are you? I don't want to be in that. Listening while coloring and gardening. Finding this guy in my FYP was like a gold mine. Excellent. Oh, I lost my train of thought. This. My sage. I would like to smudge you. I'd like you to let this smoke wash over your head and your shoulders. I'd like you to use your hands to bring this smoke onto you and help it do its magic. Just allow the negativity following you to roll off of your back and onto the ground and into the earth. Allow that stress to release from you if you need to. I find when I'm stressed, I hold it all. And it's nice to clench for a second, consciously, to think about it, to clench the muscles that have not seen a lot of use today, to clench my legs and to flex and to release, and to do it again, and to release and breathe, and let that stress leave your body, at least for now. Oops. For the next couple hours, if nothing else. So many things, and they can all wait, can't they? But perhaps I'm just talking to myself, trying to have a good time. You're gardening? What is the meaning of gardening? Are you doing some sort of hydroponic activity? Are you some sort of stoner? Your long hair kind of reminds me of Mulan's. Oh, I see. I see. Nadi, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Lucas, thank you for sharing. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Now allow this to wash over you. Think of the good things you're hoping for. Think of your dreams, your plans for the next week, next month perhaps. I like to do this with daily life in mind. Understanding that what stresses me is real, and that I have the strength to deal with it. That I don't need to feel helter-skelter at the moment. For the next hour at least, I can relax and chill and brush your face as requested. Frankfurterio. Thank you for the follow, or yeah, for the share. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. The next, ooh, the hot guy from Mulan. That makes sense. Is that Shen? I've only seen that movie once as an adult, several months ago. E, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, you're loved. Use your little eyebrow. Give it a little. Do you like? Oh, how's that? Do you like the close-up brushies? Oh, but you'll be able to see My little nails need another layer. Hear a res accent. Caught. Yes. Yes, indeed, you do. Are you a fellow res kid? A resneck? Hey. So lovely to have you here. I've not heard that. A lot of people get confused by my accent because they don't know. Red Lipid NG, thank you for the follow. Perez, thank you for the follow. Wrinkly Balzac, thank you for the follow. Kimmy, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Now I have to. I'm so used to brushing my little face. I have to get back into brushing your face. These are your little eyebrows. Under your chin. Li Shang. Wrinkly who? We can just call them Wrinkly. It's fine. We can leave it at that. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your likes and your comments. Your words have been very much appreciated. I adore speaking with you. It's very pleasant. I enjoy immediately having attracted many lovely folks, many intelligent people who have cool things to say. I like your suggestions. I enjoy that you ask things of me. I like it a lot. Feel like a real bona fide streamer, no less. I've only been doing this for 3 years or so. Not the ASMR part, I'm more new on that. Hey cutie, hello. Hello yourself. Hello Luke, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. My cat is being a little creeper. Hello creepy Penny. Penny the cat. Penny the cat. Native, but you have family on the res, so you hear it pretty often. You have a built-in radar. You are native? Or you are not? Hello, cuties. Cody, thank you for the follow. Velvet, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, you're loved. Velvet. What a lovely name. I also like Violet. Velvet. Violet. Violent. Are you perhaps violent, Velvet? Oh, what breed is your cat? Black and white? A domestic short hair. She's got a black and white pattern. Comanche with a spit of Navajo. I see. I'm of more obscure nations, so I tend not to say, at risk of doxing myself. Nothing you've ever heard of, I'm sure. Can we get a Penny reveal? She's sprinted out of the room like a cat out of heck. Excuse my language. Also, I'm allergic to her, so if I pick her up, I'll have to wash off. which wouldn't be too bad. I've been streaming for. Oh, I totally forgot. How rude of me. I was supposed to be brushing your face. Excuse me. My apologies. Let me make it up to you. With brushing your face immediately. Here, let's get on your little. That's your nose. Right there. Sounds so cute. My cat, I love her. Penny, I got her when she must have been like 1, perhaps even less. She was a stray, and she had had a litter out there, very young. So she has remained a very tiny cat. She is completely ridiculous. I could draw her for you in like 10 seconds. Let me draw her for you. So, my cat is the best. She's pretty cool. I like her behavior. I like her personality. She's a lot like me. She just chills beside me when I'm doing stuff, and then when I'm quiet, she'll come hang out with me. It's like she's chill. Emerson, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Fair enough, that's valid. It's a classic. That's a classic. Good job. What's happening? I'm drawing so ready, yeah. It'll just be off screen with the little brush. But my cat had kittens when she was very young, so she remained tiny, and she looks so ridiculous. Her mouth is massive, just like mine. She'll yawn, and anybody who sees her yawn is like, holy shit. Like, is your cat just like this? She is very cute. She's been exploring the outdoors lately. Exploring. She hasn't gone far. Kind of just hangs out right out front of the door, unless it becomes nighttime. Because at nighttime, our instincts activate, hey? And she really wants to go out. But she is so silly and gentle. She's a gentle cat. I don't think the outdoor life suits her. Not anymore. I guess I'm kind of drawing her from the memory of when I got her, because I made her like ears too big. But that's okay. I love that cat. She's been in my family for like 3 years now. I love you, Penny. She's very silly. She's pretty well behaved, I reckon. I have to get her some new toys. What kind of animals do you guys have? I used to have snakes. They both died. Snakes are difficult to take care of. I gotta study some more and be more ready. I was a younger man. Okay, are you ready to see my painting of Penny? I've only done her face right now. Is there 2 Lees in here? Oh, Pixie Lee and Lee. Hello, 2 Lees. You're tracing us and making mouth noises. Do you want me to go back to it? Got two cats, a tortoiseshell cat and a tabby white cat. I like tortoise cats. Tortoise cats. Okay. Penny, Penny the cat. Penny the cat. So usually, can you see this? That is Penny the cat. My beautiful little baby. Usually I don't draw her eyes like that. I draw them kind of like a cracked out red. Like Sylvester, actually. Quite like Sylvester. I'm sure that's where that came from. I started just doing that naturally because that's kind of the vibe of my cat. She's a little ADHD creeping critter. So I just draw her eyes real funny. In this, she looks real gentle-like, so she can make a good first impression on you lovely folks. Isn't that right, Penny the cat? So cute. Thank you. I love her. I've drawn her a bunch. This is my little simple version of her I like to draw. Oh, let me turn you down. I have a bunch of drawings of her throughout my books. I might have one in here. Yeah. The ink is not dried on this page, so I gotta be careful. Right. Where are you, Penny? There she is. Now that's how I usually draw Penny. Just like really quickly and hastily, and just make her look kind of ridiculous. She's a very silly looking cat. And just a little random doodle page. I love this part. I love making my little landscape. My little world. Watching the sun set or rise on it. I've got to do some more of that. This is Penny the cat. I usually label it as so in a cute, stylistic manner. Oh gosh. Oof. Having that light on is tremendously painful. Maxer, thank you for the follow. Electric, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Awesome drawings, thank you very much. Is that your first time seeing my drawings? Penny and the axolotl are so cute, thank you. Axolotls are a favorite animal of Pixie Lee's. So I'll often draw those as like a symbol for Pixie herself. Where did my brush? There we are. So I'll leave that sketchbook open and I'll get back to brushing your face. How are we doing, lovely folks? Oh, Aiden, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Do you happen to like music? I hope you don't mind if I make a little bit of small talk while I do your eyebrows. What kind of music do you enjoy? I've been listening to J. Cole for the first time lately, and I've been rather enjoying it. starting on For Your Eyes Only. I like it a lot. I think it's very lovely. It's been playing in my head. I love playing music in my head. It makes me feel good when I feel strongly enough about an album or a song, let alone an album, to feel strong enough for it all to be playing in my head. Such a nice feeling. I'm on your nose now, by the way. I hope you don't mind. You like Mitski and Frank Ocean. I have not listened to Frank Ocean. I like Mitski too. I love music. I found myself listening to the Cocteau Twins and Lady Radiator. I'm not familiar with either of those. Maybe I should take notes or something. I love hearing new music. Let's see. Here, my I feel incredibly old when I take out the old pen and paper. I ought to just... Oh, excuse me, I have to get my little glasses on so I can write. You know? I feel so old clicking a pen. You should listen to an Alex G song. Yeah, you were talking about Alex G the other day, weren't you? Alex... Oh. G. Maybe I shouldn't write so big. I'll run out of space so quickly. Frank. I feel like I'm writing in the Death Note. Ocean. Does this feel amazing to you guys like it feels to me? Me writing off camera. That is so funny to me. Not for your entertainment, just for my memory keeping. And for my curiosity. Cocteau. How do I pronounce that? Cocteau Twins. I like exploring J. Cole. I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar. I love Tribe Called Quest. I love Wu-Tang. I love Tom Waits. I enjoy Muddy Waters. Lately I've been listening to a lot of Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and J. Cole. Alex G, Cocteau Twins, Lady Radiator. I feel like I ought to write down who is also telling me these things, but we'll just start with the titles for now, if you don't mind. Cocteau? Like natives? Or is that Choctaw? I'm back. My apologies. Let's get back to your face brushing. I'm going to be under your eyes now. I don't know about you, but I've certainly got some bags under my eyes. And it's just nice, with or without them, to have some attention on your eyes, is it not? Is it not? Have you had any songs stuck in your head currently? Right now it's Immortal by J. Cole in my head. Before that it was Chains and Things by B.B. King. Kendrick Lamar sampled it in Mad City But I hadn't known that when I was listening to Chains and Things. So I was just listening to this beautiful, gorgeous song. Beautiful. And I heard the instrumental at the end, and I just... something. A connection was made. I knew this from somewhere, and I couldn't place it. And when I'm listening to old blues or listening to old, like, funk or R&B or soul, I like to look up what songs have sampled them. And I found that Mad Kitty sampled... Mad City. I'm a little sleepy. They're both very different. Cocktail Twins is more calming to me, and Lady Radiator is very emo-ish. I have not listened to much emo. What genres do you listen to mostly? Currently, the blues. I listen to a lot of electric blues. I listen to a lot of the blues. I've been learning the harmonica. My Kukpa was a blues musician, among other things. He was an artist. I never got to meet him, but I heard the stories, and I got to play his harmonicas. Because, well, after he was gone, they were my old man's. I remember being a little, tiny baby child, just going crazy on the harmonica. Just, and it feels incredible to be learning songs. It feels so amazing. And to just, I don't really take any classes of any sorts. I've just been practicing my scales and just improvising my own random little stuff. Every once in a while, a couple times on stream, I've come on and played. I wouldn't right now with my mic settings as they are. It might be, I'd wake somebody up again and get yelled at. But those genres, I like the blues. I love rap. I love hip-hop in general. We've been really into this song called Venom. Not by Eminem. I forget by who by. If I can quickly find it. Venom by Slum Princess. I like that song a lot. I like Doechii a lot. Doechii's cool. Alligator bite. Your little nostrils, your little nostrils. Your philtrum. There's a little spot right here. Right here. I love that little spot. What a satisfying shape, is it not? Just that right there. I love it. Hello. Where were we? So lovely to see you here. Coming back here every day. Every day that I can has been a joy. Not every day for sure. Sometimes it's once a week. Hopefully it's 3 times at least. Currently, we're just gonna be coming live any day that isn't lumpy. That's not too lumpy. As long as I'm not bogged down, I will be here. You can rest assured. This is a valuable moment of rest for me. Practicing a calm mind, practicing my conversational skills. I love talking. I love learning. I love hearing. It's cool. People are cool. And I like being able to turn the live off and be by myself, mostly. And just chill out. It's so nice to come in socialcate and then crash down once my battery is empty. Hello. Hi, Miles. How are you doing? Turkey. My turkey. Do you know me, turkey? Or are you a strange turkey that I'm not aware of? Thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Thank you for your likes. A shard of hope. Thank you for your shard of hope. This will get me through these trying times. You are a strange turkey. Cool. I had a very good friend named Turkey a time ago. Beautiful, lovely person. The face tracing is so tingly, that's good. Because I was supposed to be brushing your face, and I keep getting distracted. It's a little easier to read you guys, I think, when I'm doing this. You see my big old cheeks. Really rather big in general, aren't I? My big little nose. Hello. Hello, Penny the cat. You hear her chewing down there? Turkey, OMG power. I love CSM. I do not know what you were referring. Power, CSM, Chainsaw Man, and the character Power. I watched the first season of the Chainsaw Man anime. It was alright. I'm not a massive anime fan. I think anime has lots of cool ideas. I like how out there they can get, but I dislike that everybody's a high schooler. Now that I'm an adult. Back when I was a high schooler, I thought it was pretty cool. But now I'm grown, and I like most of the media I consume to be just different from anime these days. Although I tried watching Free Run recently. Liked it alright. It's very pretty. I liked it until they started fighting. Because I just like the ultra chill vibes. Then they started fighting and I wasn't really into it. Chainsaw Man, you love it so much. It's an avid manga reader. It seems really cool. I've seen a lot of cool art from that. I've seen cool art from that. And that mangaka made Fire Punch, right? And like just a couple of other cool, interesting, wacky art, right? Blue Eye Samurai, I'm interested in it. I like Samurai Champloo. I wouldn't mind rewatching that. Kind of just like tracing jigsaw squigglies on my cheeks. What playlist is this? It's just oh, study and relaxation, deep ambient music for focus and meditation. Hi, hello. How do I pronounce your name? Extal? Ktal? Chital? Like, are you like Shibalonke? Is your X pronounced as a sh or a z? Of course I remember you. But I have not asked how to pronounce your name. Because I'm devilishly rude, I suppose. Love the face tracing on you. Very relaxing following the brush strokes. It's very relaxing feeling the strokes. It's a lovely time. Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. JJK. Genuinely, you feel... Well, I'd say I feel rather quite the same. Your attitude stinks. Farewell. Farewell, negative spirits, be gone from this place. Ooh, you hold no power here. None at all. This is a place of calm and peace. Take your moon vibes of ill will to another place. Didn't see what's happening, you're working. I don't mind. I can stand up for myself. I'm a big kid now. Shoo away. Be gone from this place. Vile creature. There's always got to be a person. Yeah. What were we talking about? I was talking about... Well, my other problem with anime is that I don't particularly like shows anymore. As a teenager, I watched lots of it. I've always just been more into movies. I've seen a few anime movies. Like, I own a Silent Voice. I like that one a lot. It makes me fucking bawl. Not as much as other movies. Because for some people, that's like their ultimate, hey? And for good reason. It's a very cool, emotional movie. But there's just some... Gosh. I love crying to movies. It's just so cool to experience somebody's art that makes you feel that way. Is it not? I love it. Have you watched A Whisker Way? Whisker Way? No. I'm not familiar. Have you ever watched John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982 starring Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley and Keith David? And that dude who got annihilated on the train tracks in The Warriors. Have you ever watched that movie? I love The Thing. That was one of the big movies that got me into movies in general. Remember, I was visiting my father in my teenage years. I must have been 13 or newly turned 14. And my old man has just always been a heavy movie watcher. Always, always, always. Every single night I would just step out of my room to get a snack, and he would just be up into the late hours of the night watching like Deja Vu, old movies, just back to back to back to back, just random movies. He'd always have a movie on. That's how I first watched The Silence of the Lambs, which was another big first movie for me. Not like my first of all time. I've been watching movies my whole life, but my first time appreciating film for the art that it was. I was a little hater as a kid. I grew up with my parents showing me many, many horror movies, and I did not like horror movies until a long time later. Spirit, thank you for sharing the live. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Remind you of your mom. She watches TV so much, yeah. Yeah, parents, huh? Do you know someone named No. Do you know someone named No. What other movies do I like? The Thing. My old man. He's just watching that movie just late by himself in the living room. For years, I'd kind of just, every time I was visiting, I would just be in my room. I'd come check on him, he'd be watching something scary, and I'd scuttle on back to my quarters. Oh. I see. Your presence irks me. Farewell. Where was I? Film. Beautiful art form. For a while I kind of considered it the ultimate medium. Because music and like the visual composition and the writing and the physicality. There's just so many things, just an abundance. Excuse me, a little itch. A little abundance of talent and skill, prowess being shown. It is so beautiful. It's so cool. Definitely still think it's just an amazing art form and medium, and I'm really curious about video games now. I've been playing them for 10 years now, pretty with a lot of frequency. Before that, it was kind of like where I could get it in. Got him too. Excellent. The spam. Yeah. Slay la vie. It's always that way. Little troll guys. How are we feeling? Do we have any requests? Any topics of interest? Shall I do a little bit of reading? Hour and 36 minutes in? Or do you have, ASMR on the mind? Something like this, perhaps? We could visit my friends, the Jellyfish. The Orpal jellies. Where did you get that jellyfish light? Timu. It was between this and a lava lamp. I've never owned a lava lamp. But it wasn't for myself, it was a gift to the lovely, illustrious Pixie Lee. Figured this would be her flavor of choice. It's always entertaining, isn't it? He's screaming, gimme it. It's mine. You can't have it. You cannot have it. 'Tis mine, it is. You may not even borrow it. I trust not thy grubby mitts. Aren't they cute? My little jellies. My little jellies. My little jellies. This fat bitch. Thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Maybe I'll consider lending you them for a second, but only for a couple minutes. You may hold them. Look upon them. Saw lots of dead jellyfish washed up on shore the other day. It's been stormy lately. I remember being a little kid, walking along the beaches and just seeing so many big old jellyfish. I love the big red jellies, they're so cool. When we were at the beach, it was just white jellies. Usually they're quite small like this, but at the beach we saw big ones. Well, one big one. They're so lovely. We have lots of jellies that wash up where I'm from too. No red ones though. Yeah, you got the white ones. The red ones are more rare. Obviously, like video game logic. Rare red jelly. Been wanting to go to an aquarium lately. As a child, I went to the Vancouver Aquarium and that was very cool. I went to a zoo a couple years ago and I didn't really like it. It makes me sad now. Being a grown adult and just thinking about these beautiful creatures looking sad. Seeing the classic is the orangutans, isn't it? Where people look at them and they are able to project their humanity onto them more easily. Is it because they're bipeds? It's a classic zoo experience of seeing these beautiful, intelligent creatures looking sad. I feel that for all of them. It made it kind of difficult, although I loved seeing the critters. They're so beautiful. But I'm just mixed up about it, and I wonder if I'll feel the same way about a zoo. Is this still a chill vibe to you guys? Or is that heinous? Jellyfish are your favorite things. I love them. I love the jellyfish rooms of aquariums. I love aquariums. I like to visit Seattle's aquarium. Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Got family that visits Seattle often. They used to. I never got a chance to. I don't think I will for a while. The layout looks so amazing, and I'm interested if there's seals. Man, I want to go to an aquarium and see if they're still as cool as I remember. I also want to go to Science World. I think it's just geared for kids though. For kids. Was my mouth popping? Haven't been there since I was in school. Want to see some seahorses? Yes. They have sea lions, sea lion caves in Oregon, which are usually full of little fatties. Yeah, we have sea lions as well. I love them. You can hear them across the whole city. Their calls carry far and wide. It is a nostalgic sound. I love going to the beach and seeing them hanging out on the pier, sleeping, hanging out on the beach in droves, hanging out by the ferry terminals. Very cool. We also have otters, which are very pretty. Sorry, Oh, excuse me. It appears as though I'm losing you. Penny, what are you doing here in this place? No, don't go up there. Penny. She's insolent. She's not listening. Oh, gosh. I think I'm ready for a little bit of reading. What do you think? Or is it time for a snack? I had a sweet treat yesterday of Fruit Riot, which are frozen grapes and frozen mangoes covered in sour sugar. Snack time, snack time. It better be Cat in the Hat. She's got the same color scheme. Bye bye, Penny. She's still in the general area. She's just creeping around behind my little curtain. Penny! The people wish to view you, child. No. She's running. She's making her getaway. Grape. Yeah, I'll have the one grape with a big hair on it, please. Don't skimp on the hair. Had sourdough bread with cream cheese rather, and honey. Goodness gracious, that does sound delicious. Golly. Annie, thank you for the follow. You're strong, you're wise, and you're loved. Holy smokes. We've had 44 beautiful people follow this stream. Thank you to you 44 lovely, lovely folks. I am going to pause the stream for approximately 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to take this time to powder my nose and to gather some sweet treats. Do you want anything from the kitchen while I'm in there? Hunter, thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Hunter, I've always liked that name. Soup, glass of water. Excellent. I'll be right back with some soup and some water. Hi. Oh, my little cluttered workspace. My little painting of Penny from a month ago. Oh, staring at me. I'm back. I forgot immediately what you folks asked for. You'll have to forgive me. All I brought back were the fruit riot. Delectable. I have the biggest cluster of mango. We'll start with a little chunk of mango. Where's the hair on my head, my friend? It'll do its thing. Don't worry. I shed tremendously. Goodness gracious. Do you like sour treats? Their favorite of mine. Oh, how's the music? Is it too loud or anything? It's kind of just on. Do we like this? It's about to end. I can let it end and see what comes on next. Or we can continue the same ambience. Turn it down just a bit. Yes, I can. How's that? How is that? Oh, would you like some frozen grape? There you are. Very tasty. Very sour. And very sweet. My tongue is still ever so slightly raw from all the sour I had yesterday. But my urges got the better of me. Goodness gracious. So much sugar, it's just falling off the bone. So lovely, 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 lovely having you beautiful folks here again. Gosh, sharing this snack with you. Here, would you like to lick some sour sugar off of the tip of my index finger? I can't see that emoji. You'll have to describe it in detail. Diggle, huh? You love that emoji. I'll imagine something I loved in. Like a big frozen grape covered in sour sugar. The eyes bugging. Goodness gracious. It's like that. Thanks. How rude of me. Would you like some? Do you like mouth noises? I see a lot of ASMR artists who a lot of mouth noises. I'm not really about it. I don't know how much mouth noises from me you just hear, just by nature of my mic being as sensitive as it is. But I don't actively try to do the schmacks and all of the slick noises of the mouth, I think. Depends. That's fair. Some of the really wet ones make my ears burn. I agree. It's just some, like, feelings that do that to me. And I'm like, oh. And mouth noises are a big one. You know, the classic misophonia. You agree? Yeah. Damn. That is very stinking spicy. I love that. These are my favorite candy. So I have to slow down. But excuse me. Tasty morsels, tasty morsels. It was between this, gosh. Usually I don't make this many faces eating them, but also usually I'm not like hanging out with it. I'm usually just letting the urges get me. And I'm just before the shower has any time to get me. I like this. Have you ever had Fruit Riot? I certainly recommend it. Especially if Fruit Riot wants to hit me up. Hit me up. Sweet is my name. Eating Fruit Riot is my game. Excuse me, I guess having a tasty treat has completely wiped my brain of useful words to exit my mouth. So I'm just speaking nonsensically. How are you doing? Just checking out your art on your profile, and you're a pretty awesome artist, homie. Thank you very much. I like to think so. I'm pretty happy with what I've been posting. I've been really enjoying it. Sharing my... Oh, shit. That one was an extra spicy one. I love art tremendously. I spent an extended period of time talking about my favorite artist yesterday. Are you an artist? What are your favorite hobbies? I like to read. I like to draw. I like to play video games. I like to write. Oof. And I like to do exercise. In no particular order, but if I was to put it in order, drawing whoops the absolute ever-loving shit out of almost everything else almost all the time. Truly addicted, like a mental illness. Doesn't feel right when I'm not creating things. What are your favorite hobbies? Hold up, I want to go to your profile now. See you in a moment. Wow, that's a big chunk of sour. Hi. Hello, Aubrey. Been a while, I think. What we munching on? This is Fruit Riot. Has it been a while, or were you just here? I feel like you were not here yesterday. Well, Fruit Riot. It's fruits, frozen fruits covered in sour sugar. They're delicious. I love sour treats. My favorite artist. Of traditional artists, I like Hieronymus Bosch. I like Goya. I like. What else do I like? Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh? I usually say Van Gogh. Van Gogh. I like Vincent van Gogh. His story always makes me cry. It feels relatable. Other artists, I've been into Odilon Redon for the really cool vibes and kind of for having an art style that I really feel is similar to my own. Even though I had never ever seen his art to be influenced by it, I just found that I feel like I operate in that mood vibe. Very cool ink works. Very, very awesome. Uncanny and creepy. Excuse me. So rude of me. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, beautiful folks. Can you hear me again? Back? Excellent. Yes, there's a storm currently going on. So we'll see if it does that again. Same thing I think happened yesterday. It's been stormy lately, so for the past couple streams, it's been at least, usually I think just once that occurs. I'm alive, yes indeed. What happened? But I was saying to this fat bitch, sweet dreaming. Thank you for being here. Your presence is appreciated. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. And of course, I remember you, Aubrey. Of course, of course. So lovely to see you, Aubrey. So lovely. What are some of your favorite games? So my all-time favorites, I like a game called Mundan. It's in another language, like Romansh, I think. All the graphics are drawn. It's just drawn and scanned in a really beautiful way, and I adore it. Sorry, that must have been so loud. Do I live in the States? Why are you trying to come over? It's called Mundan. I love that game. It's very beautiful. I like a game called Before Your Eyes. It is another very beautiful artsy game. Looks like a drawing as well, from what I recall. And you control it by webcam with the blink of your eye. And it is just so tremendous, and it always brings so many emotions welling up and exploding from me. Excuse me. This is. Would you like some mango with your sugar? Very little piece of mango. Other games I like. I love Hellblade. Probably one of the most important experiences of my life, I say. Just truly beautiful and heart-wrenching. And I'm doing it already. I'm talking about my favorite video games. Always makes me teary-eyed because they're the ones that punch me in my heart the hardest that they possibly can. Hellblade. Are you aware of any of these games, by the way? Do you like these games? Are you also a fan? Any of you? We live in the States. It's storming bad over here. Live on the West Coast. Yeah. A fellow West Coaster. West Coast, Best Coast. Just Googled Mundan. It looks sick. It is incredible. It is so gorgeous and beautiful. Mundan is a video game. Definitely recommended. Especially if Mundan wants to hit me up. Holy shit. There's a lot of this hour. Hit me up, Mundan. Remember to like and follow. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your attention and your time. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Oh shit. Damn. I am eating. Oh shit. This is called Fruit Riot. If Fruit Riot wants to hit me up, I'm a fan. There's sour sugar on frozen mango. I also have frozen grapes. Frozen grapes are a favorite snack of mine. Fruit Riot, definitely recommend. It was between. I won't eat while I'm talking. I won't talk while I'm. You've never had frozen grapes before. I grew up on them. Very, very, very nostalgic. Very much so. Oops. Maybe it's a native thing. Do I like eggs? Yes, I do. But I have to prepare them properly. And it depends on what I'm in the mood for. Because there have been times that I've prepared eggs. I've eaten so many eggs. I started living on my own when I was 16 years old. And until that point, I had only ever really cooked eggs and like ramen and rice. And, you know, the classics for a teen cook. So I cooked lots and lots and lots of eggs for years and years and years. Eggs every single day. Many eggs. Until I just started to be sick of them. Quite literally. When I cook eggs incorrectly, even the slightest little bit, I gag. Incorrectly means different things at different times. Because sometimes I'm in the mood for a nice, runny, over easy egg. Not really into sunny side up, that's too runny. Over easy. I've gotten quite good at it now. I like making egg in the frame. That was one of the first things I ever made because it's so simple. You got a piece of bread, and you butter it on both sides. And you have a cup that's thin enough to punch a hole in it. And you take a little hole, and you got now a little circle of bread, and you've got a piece of bread with a hole in it. And you put that in your pan, and you crack your egg into it, and that's egg in the frame. Very tasty. Oh, all this talk of breakfast food. Who was eating breakfast for supper earlier? Which one of you did this to me? You've been making me quite hungry. You know what? If I eat fire, it's strawberries and Rice Krispie treats. Oh, that sounds tasty. What about boiled? I like soft boiled eggs. I do like hard boiled eggs, but they're harder for me to get behind just having as they are. I like making egg salad. I like making deviled eggs, alright. Soft boiled eggs are the way for me. On avocado toast. Ooh, on some avocado toast. Very delectable. Goodness, 16 is young. Yeah, it is. Dude, your voice and the way you talk is so relaxing. That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. I've heard that a couple times here and there. Been recommended for years and years before I ever thought to do ASMR. I've been recommended by people I just meet that I need to do something with my voice, like podcast and stuff like that, and by good friends. So that last night, I rather like your voice as well. Winking is a thing I kind of had to push out of my muscle memory. I come from a family of winking folk. Well, my father in particular, he winks and he clicks his tongue and he clicks his fingers and he just makes noises. He's like stimming all the time. He's a Gen X autistic man, you know, goes his whole life undiagnosed, unknowing of that, of anything about autism, and just kind of stimming around, and I picked it up, so I click my tongue and I get people's attention by going and like making noises. I'm Afro-Indigenous, so I wonder too how much of it is to do with that. Just like every native just making noise all the time. It's like we aren't always talking to each other for communication. You're just silently pointing around and fucking just emoting in so many different ways and saying so many different things without saying nothing. But when am I ever not saying anything? I'm quite verbose. I enjoy speaking as well. Are you native? Yes, I am. Are you? To keep the convo going, what's your favorite type of food or meal? Chili is a big favorite for a long time. I had a recipe that I liked, and in the last couple of years, I just haven't really got it. I've got to write it. I've got to take some designated chili crafting time and just like get into it and take notes and like make my favorite chili again. Lately, like enchiladas. I like making enchiladas and empanadas. Gosh, excuse me. I apologize. I'm so disgusting and wretched. I love bread. I want to have sourdough starter. I want to make some, or grow some, or cultivate, or what would the verbiage be? I'd like to take care of of some sourdough starter. That seems cool. Somebody asked my favorite hobbies earlier. I also love gardening. I adore gardening. Got some of that in recently. Some weeding. I like bannock a lot as well, and salmon. I like fish. I like, have you ever had herring roe? Well, you probably not had herring roe. Herring are like little fishies. They're actually, I don't know how big herring are. I've only ever eaten their roe, but I'm pretty sure they're real little. And they have a crazy texture. They pop, and I love them. I love them dearly. Yes, I am native. So, like a lot of nonverbal communication, yes, for sure. For sure. Not sure I know some from my family are, though. I see. How are we feeling, by the way? Have a garden in my backyard. My cherry tomato plant is so full that it's falling. Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they? Aren't they such darling little plants? I love tomato plants. Love tomato plants. The diddly nightshade family, aren't they? They're toxic to all your animals. Gotta be careful with tomatoes around plants, around cats, around animals, that is. I really didn't bring anything to drink, huh? Excuse me for all the noises. Where was I? I adore gardening. I love bannock. I've been trying to perfect a bannock recipe. I like fried chicken. I like making my own fried chicken wings, and gosh, I'm getting hungry. I was thinking of streaming some cooking soon. I've streamed cooking banana bread, baking banana bread with you. That was nice. I wouldn't mind streaming making a favorite meal. I thought it would be cute to stream making some bannock with you, or stream frying something. I was messing around with frying. I have been for years, casually, but a couple months ago I was frying bananas, and holy shit, gosh, I found like a new ultimo favorite amazing food. Do you have any animals? I have a cat named Penny the cat. I'd like to have reptiles. I used to have bearded dragons years ago that I inherited from my father. They had named one, well, I had one named Muffin, and the other one was not named, so I named him Tom because he's prickly and big, and I liked him. Rather like, kind of connected that feeling to like Tom Waits. Like, I love his music, but he's kind of seems like a big prickly guy, and not everybody's into him. Tom was massive, and died during like the first couple months of quarantine. Gosh, well, we don't have to get into the fucking situation I was in. Oh, excuse my language, because it was rough, let's say. Let's leave it at that. It was quite rough. Woof, that time was cool. And then I became ill later on, and I used to have budgies, and they died because I couldn't take care of them. I was dying of sickness, and for like a year. And then my bearded dragon Muffin I had for years. And it's so beautiful. I want a bearded dragon again. I love reptiles. I want a tree frog. The cat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Penny the cat. Do you want to see her? I drew her earlier. You say, whoa, whoa. Sorry, Aubrey. Did I go too left on you? My bad. I'm committing vibe crimes. This is my cat, Penny the cat. I adore her. Hello, what are you yapping about? I'm yapping about animals. Do you have any animals? What are your favorite animals? I loved having a bearded dragon. Tried keeping snakes, but my terrarium that I bought just wasn't built for them. They're so slippery. They kept getting out or getting... One got out and one got stuck and passed. So I've got to go back to the drawing board whenever I'm ready for some more animals in my life. That's an amazing drawing. Thank you very much. That's my cat, Penny. She's an amazing cat. I adore her. This sketchbook is dry. That drawing is dry. It's ready to be closed. I think I'm ready to do a little bit of reading. What do you think? Do you like history? Yes. Yes and no. History is so important. Not really. There's a lot you aren't taught in school. There's a lot I had to pursue, a lot of knowledge I had to pursue by myself as an Afro-Indigenous person. And that can be a rather heinous experience, to say the least. Truly awful. But that discomfort is necessary to experience, to understand the importance of history, and understand that effect that it has, that it reverberates, that we are living through history currently, that what happened 50 years ago and 100 years ago and 250 years ago might as well have happened yesterday, because we live in the consequences of the decisions of the people of yesteryear. We did not fall out of a coconut tree. We are an amalgamation of all the experiences that we've ever had, or all the people we've ever met, and all the experiences that our family had, and, you know, the context. You're very wise, to be honest. Well, why would you lie about it? Thank you. I'm trying to be wise. I noticed my viewership dipped when I started talking. Let's get to reading. Funny man, get to reading. Relaxing man, get to reading. But yeah, I like history. I like history for the real reasons that I said, but also for cool art and interesting times and drama and like just kind of seeing things evolve. That's so cool. So many cool things. But yeah, I like history. I like stories. So many cool stories in history. Let's see what we have here. Sam Squatch. Last night we read The Lackwood Screecher. I loved that. We ran Ghost Moose. Shall we read Ghost Moose? On page 101. You love stories? So do I. So do I. I love these tales. It's been fun putting them to memory. It's been very special. Too far. Where are you? There you are. Excuse me. How's the ambiance, by the way? Do we enjoy this for reading time? All good? Excellent. This is Ghost Moose of Maine, United States. Morning's light has just begun to wake from its nocturnal slumber. A late September haze has yet to burn off, drifting in waves through aspen and larch, covering tree and underbrush in a layer of morning damp. There amongst the fog, a massive moose saunters through the wood, as if drifting along within the ethereal broom. Glowing faintly in the dawn gloom, it stands no less than 15 feet high at its shoulder, with antlers splayed into a huge, formidable rack. Excuse me, something in my eye. Its white hide scarred from gash and gunshot. It is a ghastly remnant of a long extinct primitive breed of moose. Long legs bent and knobbed like trunks of birch, stretch from the ground up to its massive torso. A broken arrow juts out from its rounded hump. Impossibly large, it meanders majestically through the wood like a king surveying the vast lands of his kingdom, before stopping some 25 yards away. Slowly lifting your bow and drawing the string back, you hold the arrow for a moment, then exhale and release. Its flight true, the arrow sails unerringly toward its mark, piercing the beast just behind the front leg. Bellowing angst, it violently lurches forward and flees into the morning mist. In pursuit, you search for any signs of blood to help with tracking the beast. But to your astonishment, none can be found. Roars and bellows echo through the wood as you track further and further through deep snow, covering terrain that seems impossible for an animal so bulky to penetrate, occasionally glimpsing the creature in the distance, but never attaining a clear shot. You track on, mile after mile, following your prey. Now hanging low in the western sky, the sun paints the snow in orange and yellow as trees stand shadowed against the horizon. Fog rises again, floating weightlessly from the valley below, and there in its hazy umbrage stands the white moose, slowly drawing back a notched arrow. Quietly, half out of breath, you release it. Arcing high, the flight is once again true and appears to strike the beast mid-torso, just as it dissipates into the haze. They'll look for you tomorrow, your friends and family. They'll find your thermos, coffee half drunk and possibly still warm. They may even find your arrow embedded in the trunk of a tree, but they won't find you, at least not now. Maybe they will try again in spring, months from now, once the winter has thawed. Isn't that cool? That's Ghost Moose. That's my first time reading that. Gosh. What do you think? I think that's pretty. Hello. Hi. Have we reconnected? Oh, excuse my chair. I'm sorry. That was the story of Ghost Moose. Seems it was too powerful for the internet. If that happens again, I'll have to probably call it a night. Oh, shoot. Been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it is 1 a.m. I think I'll read 1 or 2 more stories. Gosh, I've been heavy on the ASMR. I don't know if it was just yesterday and today. I can't remember how the other stream was, but usually it's either heavy. I feel like more of an even. Anyway, next story. I liked that story. It was very pretty. Let's read Ghost of Deer Island on page 141. 141. Maybe next stream I will make sure to get a little bit more reading in, because I'm kind of aching for it. Aching for some reading. Ghost of Deer Island, Mississippi, United States. Deer Island is the closest barrier island on the Mississippi coast, less than a quarter of a mile out from Biloxi. As a coastal reserve, it's home to a handful of endangered species, as well as being a stopping point for many migratory birds on their way south. The wild salt marshes are crowded with tall grasses, and alligators bask in the hot afternoon sun, a reminder of a more ancient time. As the island is so close to the mainland, it's also a common spot for sport fishermen, trolling Biloxi Bay and beyond. But long before civilization had found its way to the south shores of the United States, this marshy island served a more menacing purpose as a hidden treasury for pirates' plunder. The daylight had faded faster than the two men had expected, and they found themselves packing up from a full day of fishing as the sun began to set. Although only a mile or so back to shore, the thought of crossing the bay in darkness, then unpacking and stowing their equipment on the other side, was not as enticing as spending a night on the sandy beaches of Deer Island. Drinking a beer or two as they ate the day's catch and told tall tales of the ones that got away, they built a fire from dried driftwood and set about making camp and cleaning up a mix of redfish and flounder. The indigo horizon gave way to star-filled blackness, and the lights of Biloxi glimmered in the distance, reflected in the inky dark waters of the bay. The night was warm, and a soft breeze made its way in over the gulf, deterring the descent of mosquitoes and their bothersome kind. The two men bedded down to the pop and snap of a waning fire. The island was quiet as the tide gently lapped the sand beach, lulling them to slumber. Yet sleep did not come easily for the two fishermen. Restless and fitful, they woke often to the sounds of wildlife. Twigs snapped and small feet scurried through the nearby brush, and larger animals also made themselves known while stalking smaller prey off in the marsh. Eventually, at around 2 in the morning, the men decided to stoke up the fire, crack open a few more beers, and wait out the night before heading home at daybreak. Time tends to pass slowly through the dark, unfamiliar hours of early morning, hours which most humans safely spend in slumber. The company of a good friend lightens the mood in even the most stressful situations, and at first, simply being awake and laughing at old jokes together seemed to put the uneasiness of the night to rest. The small critters were easy to ignore as they scurried about, dashing in and out of the campfire light, stealing scraps of dropped food. Even some of the louder, bigger animals didn't bother the fishermen. It was only when they heard what sounded like human feet running that they became concerned. One grabbing a machete and the other a fillet knife. They ventured side by side into the darkness of the undergrowth. Within 5 feet, the ground began to give way under their steps. Damp tangles of roots and decaying grass grabbed at them, seizing their feet as they continued forward. 10 feet in, they were up to their knees, slogging through brackish marshland until they found themselves both laughing and shaking their heads, having found nothing. They soon agreed that their fears were just an uneasy preoccupation with the unknown sounds of the island. As they turned to head back to camp, there, standing between them and their escape route, was the corpse of a headless man, brandishing a rusty cutlass. A tattered and stained white blouse hung loosely over the fleshless rib cage. Skin clung in torn strips from his arms, and bony knees jutted out from below his leather breeches. His skinless legs and feet were muddy and intertwined with pospelum root and glasswort. Instinctively the men split up, one running to the left and the other to the right, which seemed to freeze the acephalous phantom in a moment of indecision. A moment was all they needed, though, and they dashed past the dithering wraith and raced toward their skiff. Leaving everything behind, they pushed off into the darkness of the bay and headed for the lights of the mainland with the spectre in pursuit, waving his blade as he waded waist deep into the surf. Looking back from a safe distance, they saw the headless skeleton standing guard, a silhouette against their still burning fire, a headless sentry to a vast, unknown treasure. Hello, Marco. Thank you for the follow. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. This is the illustration for the page, The Ghost of Deer Island. Little swashbuckling skeleton, perhaps. What are we reading? Just finished reading The Ghost of Deer Island. Still reading from the frightful folklore of North America. Welcome back. How are you doing? Next page is of pirate lore. Spit into the foamy swells before you sail. Advantageous currents and the blessings of the tide will follow. Toss a coin into the sea, a small toll for a bit of peace of mind and a safe voyage on Neptune's waters. Yet take heed, cast no stone upon the briny sea as you set to sail, lest, as the stone does sink into the murky depths of the unforgiving sea, so too shall your ship before you make land. Hello, you're back. Ooh, my back. I don't know, I read the other message first before that one. Never change the name of a ship. You tempt the wrath of Neptune's fury, unregistered in his ledger of the deep. Your ship will be beleaguered by misfortune, heaving on swells, rolling atop the driving waves, yawing with the incessant billows until broken upon the tide and plunged to the depths of the briny deep. Neither kill nor harm the feathered wing of a swallow, gull, or albatross. They carry the souls of dead sailors. Your luck will turn sour, even if your intent is not malicious. A ship is a temperamental kind of vessel. Never name a ship in honor of a betrothed woman. Inclined to become jealous of such actions, it may spitefully act to cause harm. And there's some pirate lore, some sailor lore. If you've ever seen the movie The Lighthouse, is that a gentleman named Robert Eggers, or am I thinking of someone else? Dude who made The Witch. That's a cool movie too. This lore appears in that. I love this little book. This was such an incredible purchase. Incredible. I ought to have a look at some more storybooks. Thinking of grabbing some from the library we were. But it's just so nice to own them, isn't it? Oh, it's so nice for them to be my very own. Okay. How are we doing, Pixie Lee? Should I continue? No Name just returned. Surely I have to continue just for No Name at least. Dear lovely No Name, would have been ejected and trekked home just for me to say, see you. One more. I'll try to find a really long one for you, No Name. Let's see what we have. Haint Stikini. I really like Stikini. Lucaru Tukakame El Sombrero Tunda Met Minwi Mama Delou Headless Rider Siguapa El Duende Duppy The Rolling Calf. Let's read oh, this one looks cool. Oh, there's so many cool ones. Gosh, could read one from Haiti, or let's read this one from the Dominican Republic. This is Sukoyant. She draws her curtains. The day is closing, and the sun sinks heavy toward the horizon. Now is not the time for slumber, at least not for her. Now is the time to feed. She runs her ragged-nailed finger from the base of the back of her neck, up over her head, down her brow, and over her nose, lips, and chin, slicing through her skin as if it were the rind of an orange. She continues over the contours of her neck and through the shallow valley of her breasts, down past her sagging belly to her abdomen, as easily as if she were removing clothes. She sheds her skin, starting at the head and ending with the legs and feet. Like a workman having taken off a soiled and dingy uniform, she wraps the wrinkled mass into a ball and places it in a mortar on a high shelf for safekeeping. Then she evaporates, subliming into a luminous green mist that passes into the night through a keyhole. Tonight, perhaps it's Diaz's turn. He chased the cat with a broom just for the fun of it. Or maybe Senora Peña's time. She's always so unpleasant and never says hello. Finding a crack in a door, she presses through, drifting from room to room until she finds her victim. Diaz it is. Swirling around his sleeping form, she comes to rest on him, heavy like a blanket upon his body. Gently, on the inside of his arm, she punctures his skin with her teeth. Blood flows, and there's a rhapsody and euphoria within her. Drunkenly satiated, she pulls herself away before she drinks too much and takes his life. His skin will be black and blue by morning, but he will live. Now she finds her way out, flying back to her home as a glorious green mist in the night. Unfolding her skin, she steps back in, one foot, then the other, slipping her hands down through the arms and tugging them taut on the fingers. She adjusts the face just so, carefully fixing the jawline and the holes for her eyes. Satisfied now, she lays her head down to sleep and thinks about who deserves a visit tomorrow night, who will cross her before the next day's sun drops below the horizon. I like that story. That's the illustration. Lovely story. Oops, bright light. Well, that was our last story of the night, lovely folks. Tonight, or if I'm going live tomorrow, which I hopefully will, assuming that all goes well, nothing happens, no winds blow the house away, I'll be live again tomorrow night, and I'll try to do a little bit more reading because I'm aching for it, aching for some more stories. Oh gosh, we have gained 46 followers this stream, and we had very excellent viewership. I appreciate your time, your comments, and your attention. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. You are a mountain. All that come before you will fall. I'll have to workshop that affirmation a little bit because all that come before you will fall can be nice sometimes. Like, there's just so many people that kind of stink at times. But in affirmations, I don't always want to think about them. I just want to think that I am a mountain and I will last as long as I must, and time will do its work. And someday I won't have to be a mountain and I'll just be dust on the wind. And I think that's beautiful. And I think you're beautiful. And I think the time we spent has been lovely. I will see you again soon, hopefully tomorrow. Remember to follow if you enjoyed. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your input and your voice. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved. Take care of yourself. Do what you love and share it. I'll see you soon. Love you.